Today I'll show you how I got to Ultimate Champion with a 94% win rate using the Evolved Furnace. Furnace just received an emergency nerf, so today I'm going to be showing you guys the top 5 best decks to use for the new Furnace after the nerf that it got. Because I made a video on the top 5 best Evo Furnace decks kind of recently, but after the nerf I think that some different decks will be a little bit better compared to before with the Furnace, and also you're going to have to make a few changes in some of the decks that were good with Furnace before. Wow, that's some really good lightning value, guys. The number 5 deck for the new Evolved Furnace, I believe, is going to have to be this Hog Lightning deck. We do have the Lightning up in here just to counter other Furnaces, because Earthquake does not really do much against the enemy Furnaces. And also, a lot of people have been playing the Cannoneer Tower recently, because Cannoneer Tower just allows you to counter opponent Furnaces so much easier, since you don't have to respond to the Fire Spirits as much when Cannoneer Tower can just one-shot them. Now, the Cannoneer Tower did actually get a bit of a change in the balance changes. It has a bit of a quicker attack speed, but a little bit less damage. I think it's still going to be really good, though. It's going to still do heavy DPS, but it will just be a little bit safer against Swarm Troops, I feel like. So I think it'll be maybe a little bit more well-versed than before, actually. We could get our Berserker down. Oh, a little bit slow on my Berserker. Wait, no, I'm not. Okay. Yo, our Furnace is still alive. Guys, the Furnace actually got a nerf to where now it does die to poison. It has a bit less HP. And also they made it so that the Furnace spawns Fire Spirits after every 7 seconds instead of after every 5 seconds, like before. So it definitely will be a little bit weaker, but I think it'll still be really strong if you play it well. Okay, this guy... Wait, what? Wait a minute. Did I not just lightning on his Evo Furnace? Oh, I'm confused. Okay, let's just go for a Berserker here, guys. Hopefully he doesn't get too many Fire Spirits down. But yeah, looks like our Cannoneer Tower is going to be able to handle this pretty nicely. That was not that bad. Alright, we could go in for a Hog Rider right now, guys, and we have the Lightning if he tries to Fisherman. Nice, we get the Lightning down. Yo, hit everything! Oh, it doesn't hit the Furnace, though. I mean, I didn't really intend to hit it, but I was hoping it would, though. Alright, he's probably going to RG. Yeah, I'm going to say well played to him. And then we just, yeah, we're spacing our stuff good. He's just going to get a Lightning down, but look, guys, how much damage our Cannoneer's doing right now. Dude, low-key, the Cannoneer rework, guys, may have actually been a buff to it. I don't know. Because it already did enough damage to heavy units, but now it just does so much more damage to swarms and whatnot. Well, we block his Fisherman there. Well played, by the way. Well played, buddy. Buddy really thought he had me, huh? He got a little bit ahead of himself. So all we have to do now is Lightning, guys. And I will see you in the next match. Now, guys, coming in at number 4, we have Pekka Bridge Spam. And I already knew from the start that Pekka Bridge Spam would be a pretty strong deck with the Furnace. But I feel like it's especially strong right now if you have the Mother Witch up in here and you just have a lot of these heavy pressure cards like the Golden Knight. And also, we made a slight change to this deck to where now I decided to put the Barbarian Barrel over arrows because that allows you to counter the opponent Furnaces a little bit easier when they cross the bridge, so you don't have to spend as much elixir. We get our Furnace down here for the Barrel, which does do a decent job right there. This guy does have Cannoneer Tower though, so I feel like stuff could get a little bit annoying, but maybe we can do something. We're just kind of spamming right here because I feel like we can maybe get a little bit of a breakthrough with his cycle being probably kind of bad. Nice, we get a Golden Knight on the tower, dodging through his Cannoneer shot right there, guys. We dashed at the perfect time, and we get really good damage. Guys, I really hope we're able to get Ultimate Champion today. We're going to aim for, like, at least a 90% win rate or more. I know I got a few losses earlier, but I think we could still get maybe a 90% win rate. Before I was recording, I was just testing some different things on ladder. Anyways, our Pekka should wreck his Furnace pretty well. The Furnace can be a bit annoying for Pekka decks, but if you're smart about it and you split up your pushes well, you shouldn't struggle too much with the Furnace. You just have to make sure you make double lane pushes instead of just going all in the same lane. Because if you go all in the same lane, then you just feed their Furnace so much value, and then you're going to really probably struggle a lot. This guy does go for the cannon. I think I might just ignore his barrel and try to get a Golden Knight, maybe to dash on the tower. Yo, please! Nice, we get the Golden Knight on the tower, guys. The Golden Knight is such a good Furnace counter. Nice, we're on the tower right now. Let's go. Let's even spam this side, too. Wait, maybe that was a mistake, actually. Wait, guys, I may have just made a big mistake. I just realized we don't even have arrows. So we actually have no way to get direct damage right here. I'm just going to peck at the back. We probably can just get a late bar barrel right here on defense to counter everything, hopefully. Not too bad. Okay, guys, we have our Evo Furnace. Now we have our Evo Battle Ram as well. And this probably is gonna most definitely be tower down, I think. Okay, wait, that's a lot of poison value. I kind of forgot he had poison, to be honest. Guys, I think I might just give him my tower, because I don't know if I could stop that. Golden Knight Epic failed. Wait, tell me we at least take his tower. There's no way I don't take his tower, right? Oh yeah, just ability. Okay, I was gonna say if I just choked that. Wow, I almost got 3 crowned? Wait, he just wasted the cannon on nothing. Guys, I think we got him right where we want him right here. He goes in for the Skelly Barrel, but just the continuous spam of the Furnace, the Golden Knight, Ghost, everything. Mother Witch Piglets. There's just nothing this guy can do about it. We could just go in for the Furnace right here, then I think that might be able to snipe the tower. Okay, we almost 3 crowned him as well, actually. Furnace does get right on the tower, and it does take us a nice win. Moving on to deck number 3, we have Goblin Drill. The reason why this deck is so good with the Furnace now, well, is because first off, we switched out the Fireball Log combo, and we put in the Poison plus Snowball, because of course Snowball is really broken with the Goblin Drill being able to just shove stuff around and away from your drill, so you get a lot of tower damage. But then also Poison is able to full counter the Furnace now, so having the Poison is going to be really useful. As you guys can see here, Furnace is still really popular despite the nerf, so you're definitely going to want to carry Poison in any sort of cycle deck whenever you can put it in there. And also, guys, another super good thing for this deck right now is that it seems like everyone is running Cannoneer Tower, and Goblin Drill does do really well against Cannoneer because the Goblins are able to kind of just swarm the tower a lot of the time, and that can put you in a really good spot. This guy does go for a very aggressive graveyard right here, but I don't think we have to even do much here. This should just get wrecked by what we have on the board. If my opponent goes in for like a super aggressive graveyard without really any support, guys, I really don't mind just countering the graveyard without a poison, because it's better to play something like a Furnace against it instead, so you actually get a bit of a counter push that way, whereas if I went for a poison, I would just get no counter push. Also, wow, that drill got a lot of damage right there. The Cannoneer is just really clunky against drill. I think we'll probably be able to do pretty good. It's also really good to run Berserker in this deck now, guys, because the Berserker is just a very cheap counter to the Furnace. It's just only 2 Elixir, and it tanks for it, soaks up the Fire Spirits, and I mean, I guess it died right there because I had to play it a little bit early against this Furnace, but it's fine. We're going to get our Skeletons down right here too, just to kind of distract the Cannoneer Tower and maybe allow our Fire Spirit to do something. Okay, we make him go for an extra Berserker, which is kind of just going to get wasted for him right here, so that's pretty good. We can actually, I think we can just get a Snowball down here just to buy ourselves a little bit of time. Then we go for a Poison as well on this, and that looks pretty good for us. Actually, wait a minute. Okay, I think his Furnace should die here. I thought it might run out of the Poison, but luckily, yeah, it just barely died. If I had a Fireball right now, guys, I'd actually not be looking too good in this matchup, but because we have the Poison, we're doing really well so far. Could have played my Snowball right there, but I thought maybe he would go for a Bar Barrel, so I didn't end up doing too much. We could get our Furnace down here for defense. We have no Poison, though, so this Graveyard might get a little bit of damage on our tower. I guess in this deck, it's kind of nice to have the Princess Tower, because when you have the Mighty Miner, you already have quite a bit of DPS, so you don't really need the extra DPS of the Cannoneer Tower. And as you can see, it's kind of saving us here against Graveyard. Oh my gosh, that is a pretty good value Evo Snowball. It feels like we're just cycling more Furnaces than this guy can actually get of Poisons. I mean, okay, he does get the Poison down here, but like we're still getting value out of our Furnace every time. Then, yeah, we can just Poison right here. By the time he goes in, we're probably already going to be back to Poison. Not that we'll really even need it against his Graveyard. I think we won't even need it. Very good damage right there, guys. And if we just get like, I don't know, maybe a couple Snowballs and a Poison, that should be enough to take the win. I'll go for the Drill to the side this time, just to try to maybe not be too predictable. He is going all in on the other side, but I think our Drill is just going to take it right here. Okay, we could Snowball just to speed up the process. That is a very dominant win. Coming in at number 2, guys, we have the Royal Giant Cycle deck with Ghost and everything like that. This deck is really good right now. I'm honestly kind of just tired of the Furnace, and if you guys also hate the Furnace, you should definitely play this deck. The Fisherman is actually a really underrated counter to the Furnace, and you have Cannoneer Tower up in here, you have Ghost, Berserker, so many ways to stop Furnace. So it's just going to work really well against most of the meta right now. We get a little bit of a nice Berserker defense, it looks like, I think. Come on, that better die, right? Okay, that's really not dying, but Fisherman is going to take care of everything, it looks like. Fisherman is just such a good card, man. It's like a Tornado, except it can also counter Just really any ground unit really effectively, it feels like. I'm going to go in for an aggressive RG, guys, because we do have the Fisherman down. Wait, this guy is Hog Rider? What in the world? Hog Rider Boss Bandit is kind of interesting. Not really too much RG damage right there at all. He does have the Cannoneer Tower himself. Guys, I'm kind of scared that they might have just made Cannoneer busted with this rework. I can't tell if Cannoneer is actually busted or it's only being used because of the Furnace. I think it might be a little bit of both. I mean, especially because of the Furnace, but maybe a little bit because they actually made it stronger with the rework. I'm going to go for a Fisherman here. We might be able to get our King up unless the Valkyrie just dies before then. It might just die before then. Yeah, if that had a little bit more HP, guys, using the Fisherman right in front of your King Tower does get your King up off of the Valkyrie. We're going to get an aggressive RG at the bridge here. It's just always good to get an RG when you have at least something working with it, like our Fisherman in this case. You don't really want to go for lone RGs at the bridge, though, most of the time. Nice, very good damage right here. And as far as defense goes, I think we just oh no, I messed it up. Messed up my placement a little bit. Look at our Ghost going to town on the left side. I feel like the Ghost always gets so much sneaky damage when you don't expect it to. To be honest, guys, I've been playing pretty aggressive this game so far, so we actually might lose our left side tower. I haven't really been saving my Fishermans for his Hog Riders. Oh, wait, he has a really good lightning right there. I'm just going to get a Berserker down, try to get my log here as well. Just going to hold that hog to, wow, 0 hits. Okay. I thought that would get like 1 hit there, but luckily for us, it got absolutely nothing. We can just go for the Furnace right here. It's always good to stack up those Furnaces on the opposite side that your opponent is going for, because if you do go for them in the same lane, you know, they can counter them with like lightning, with poison and stuff, but if you go for it opposite lane, they could still counter it with those units, but they just don't get any tower damage or too much additional value, usually. Okay, just going for the Hog Rider. We can just get our Furnace down right here. Wait, that Hog is actually going to get a lot of damage because my towers are selling! What were my towers targeting right there? Wait, I just realized. No, wait, Lightning Log doesn't do enough, guys. It doesn't do enough because of the Log nerf. Oh, nice. He just wasted his Evo Valkyrie on the other side. I'm pretty sure he's dead right here. Nice. Let's go. That's going to be a good game. Man, first it was the Evo Witch and now the Broken Furnace. Guys, I think the #1 deck for Evolved Furnace in Clash Royale right now has to be Graveyard. There's so many good things about this deck. First off, you have so many tanks to kill the Furnace. You have poison to kill the Furnace of enemies. And for yourself, you have Graveyard, which is the best win condition in the game against Cannoneer by far. And so many people are playing Cannoneer right now. Also, you just have really good poison bait because everyone seems to be running poison now since the Furnace does fully die to poison. And you have Graveyard as well for more poison bait, even the Goblin Hut as well. So you pretty much just punish your opponent for anything they try to do. Like if they try to use the poison on the Graveyard, then you just get so much defensive value, even offensive value out of the Furnace. And yeah, also the Goblin Hut can just be such a menace sometimes on defense. We're going to get our Knight down right here just to protect our Furnace, and maybe we can even get an aggressive Graveyard right here. Normally you like to play Graveyard pretty defensively until double, sometimes even triple Elixir, but this variation has a little bit stronger defense and no Tornado to make the cycle awkward, so I feel like you can play it a little bit more aggressive than normal. Only if you see a good opportunity though. If you're not sure if you should go in or not, then most of the time just don't go in. Only go in if you really know that you're going to get value out of it. Alright, this guy goes in for the Battle Ram. We're just going to get our hut up high. Probably could have played it a little bit lower, but this should be more than enough to stop this. Yeah. I feel like certain win conditions are really going to struggle in this meta because of Cannoneer, man. It's going to be so hard to play certain things. I hope the meta doesn't just turn into Rocket Cycle eventually. Because sometimes when the defense is so strong of a certain meta, people just start to opt to go in for just pure Rocket Cycle decks instead of actually something that you have to break through with. That's what happened when Dagger Duchess was meta, at least. Alright, let's get our Evo Knight down and a Graveyard as well. Pretty aggressive, but we're going to probably be able to defend his counter push just fine using our Cannoneer Tower. Ooh, I don't know if I can stop that Battle Ram. Actually, I think I will just go for a hut here. I wasn't really going to hut, but I think maybe it's worth it. Yeah. Okay, guys, the only thing about Cannoneer is that it does take 3 shots to kill Barbarians right now, which can negatively affect us a little bit sometimes. Oh, nice Barbaro right there. Wait, he got so much damage. How? Dang, I didn't realize he got that much damage already. Okay, guys, we're going to need to get some damage ourselves right now, man. We need a little bit back. Most people are playing Cannoneer now, so it's a lot easier to break through, but unfortunately this guy does actually have the Princess Tower, which is definitely helping him out quite a bit in this match. We're going to kill his Executioner. We do get some nice Graveyard RNG damage as well. Okay, we're looking pretty good. We just need a couple more good defenses. Luckily for us, he only has the normal Battle Ram and not the Evo, because if he had the Evo, that would be a little bit harder. You know what's kind of weird is how the Furnace Fire Spirit just directly crosses the bridge a lot of the time. Kind of strange, actually. Ooh, okay, he does go in for a Lightning. Our Cannoneer Tower is actually not on his Executioner, though. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's just go in for another Graveyard here once again. We have our Evo Knight tanking just a little bit. We could get our Poison down here. He's going to have to play something into our Graveyard, which will just basically feed our Poison either way. Nice, look at all that damage we just got right there. If we get one more defense, guys, I think we're just going to win this game. Because we just need to Poison him, and that will do enough damage. But you know what? We can even get a Graveyard just to speed up the process right here. His Evo Furnace shouldn't really have enough time to do anything, so I think we're chilling. Yeah, with our Poison here, we get a Skeleton hit too, and that's going to be game over.